it's Noelle Michaels here, and this is me making lunch. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it Noelle Chat Cuisine. Sounds good, doesn't it? Here we go. So, as you know, if you've been paying attention, I am trying to cook a lot from what I have in the refrigerator, and I'm trying to keep it low carb. One of my favorite things is mushrooms, and I was able to get this big container of baby Bella sliced mushrooms really at a good price. I love these. Okay, so I'm going to heat up the pan. Now, one thing that I do a lot, which is very bad, is I always put it on the highest temperature. And then I forget about it. And that is never good with cooking. Do not burn the pans. It's terrible. All right? No. So I have it on 10 right now. And I'm going to just wait until I can feel a little bit of heat. And then I'm going to lower it. I guess I don't have patience. It's good to have patience with cooking. Okay, I want these mushrooms to cook so I could saute them and I can add them to my salad because I didn't have enough salad yesterday. So I'm going to try to make up for it today, okay? Let's see. Oh, I'm starting to feel a little hot air. So I'm going to lower it from high down to medium. And then I think we'll be safe. Okay, now I want to put a little butter in the pan. I like to hold the butter like this, and I like to just do this because I feel like that way you have the least amount of butter and you're not going crazy trying to put the butter in all the corners, right? It's easy to do it this way. So there, I buttered the pan. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to need the butter again, so I will keep it out this time. Usually I like to put things away as I go or in the trash as I go. I did forget to have a paper towel, so I'm going to step behind you guys and get a paper towel. I love Viva paper towels. They're so strong and they feel like cloth. I know they cost a little extra, but this is one of the things in my life that I've decided is worth it. What have you bought that could be a little more than other brands, but you've decided it's worth the cost? Put it down in the comments. Okay, no more butter on my fingers. Now, so the first thing I want to do is get those mushrooms in and cooking. These slices are a little bit thick, and they take long to cook, and they don't taste as good, I don't think, as thinner slices. So I'm using a butter knife so I don't cut off my finger. And I'm trying to divide them in half. And I'm going to lay them down in the pan. I'm using a non-stick pan because basically all I have is that and a couple of pots. I didn't really, when I got this place, I didn't really invest a lot in cooking utensils or just trying to keep it simple. You know, sometimes you just want to keep things simple. You don't want to have so many different things. And since I really usually don't cook so much, I don't know, since I've known you guys, I've been cooking more. Isn't that great? I'm really coming into my own a little more. And I appreciate that so much, you giving me this chance on my channel to do better in my life, because I've always wanted to cook more and I never did, and now I am. So good. All right, so I've got some mushrooms in there. I might just throw a couple more because I really do like mushrooms. And anyone who's a vegan or doesn't eat meat or eats very little meat, portobello mushrooms, when they cook up, they really have a little texture to them and can almost feel like a meat substitute. A lot of people, they put, oh, I'm saying a lot. Gotta stop that. Sorry, guys. They will put a grilled portobello mushroom, large, on a bun like a hamburger. Really. When it's done right, it's delicious. Grilled vegetables can be so good when they're done right. Okay, so the mushrooms are cooking. I'm going to even lower it below medium to 1, I don't know what you call it. But to me, in my mind, I think it's 4. I don't know why. There's no numbers there. But to me, I maybe on another stove that was a 4. But I find on this stove, no matter how low you go under medium, it pretty much feels like it's cooking on medium. I don't know if that's something with the stove. Sometimes stoves can be difficult. Okay. So meanwhile, I would like to have in my salad some tuna. And I really like tuna with celery. So I bought celery cut up because the ones that were whole didn't really look that good. And I don't know exactly the price, if it was a little more or not, but these pieces looked good to me. They look fresh. And sometimes I don't cook whatever I want, I buy right away. So I wanted to have it fresh. Oh, last night I spread some peanut butter and ate them for a little snack. I think I ate a little late though for those snacks. I think it was past midnight. I really shouldn't have, but I just felt like I wanted some peanut butter, and then I remembered that I had the, there goes the ums again, that I had the celery, and I remembered that a lot of people eat it that way. So I thought, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put peanut butter on celery and have a little snack. Okay. And my reward for doing that was that this morning I hadn't lost any weight. So it's not a good idea to eat after a certain time. Actually, when you make sure that you're not eating for many hours and then you do eat in a certain window, that's called intermittent fasting. And there's plenty of videos on that. Maybe I should do one on intermittent fasting. But I haven't been that successful at it, so I'm going to wait a little and keep trying to cut down the amount of hours every day when I'm eating. Okay. So I chopped up 2 pieces of celery, and I'm going to put that in my big bowl. And I'm going to add some of that hot, spicy salsa that burned my mouth the other day. Still here. Oh, wait a minute. I went to a party yesterday. They gave me some salsa, but I think I want to save that for later. Okay, so I'm going to put a heaping tablespoon and another half a tablespoon in there of that. Now, the mushrooms are starting to cook, but they're looking a little dry. So, I know if I cover them to the top, the water that's in the mushroom will start to come out. Take them off the heat for a few minutes and let them steam a little bit, then I'll put them back on. So in the bowl, so far I have chopped celery and some salsa that's, raw. It's not that cooked stuff in the jar. It's raw and fresh. Okay, I also have leftover cucumber from our other video where we used the cucumber. So I'm going to switch this out. And I'm going to chop up a little cucumber to go in that tuna salad. All right, the knife. Okay, knife, where did I put you? This is interesting. Put this back on the heat. I know it must be right here. I'm just not seeing it. Do you ever have that where you have something in your hand and then you're just not seeing it? It's probably right in front of me somewhere. It didn't really go anywhere. I wish you guys could talk to me, but this isn't alive. Well, I'm going to have to grab a plastic knife because it is eluding me where the knife went. Okay. I bet you when I watch it back, I'll see what I did. I hope I didn't throw it in the trash. That would be tragic. Okay. So I also want to take off the skin. I'm going to reach over. I have this hanging. It's a very nice peeler. It's a good quality. And I think I'll do about 1.5 inches of the cucumber. And then I'll return it back into this bag. I really like to put things in the refrigerator as I go so I don't end up with a big mess. So I'm going to put the celery back, the salsa, the cucumber, and the mushrooms. That'll get us halfway done with our cleanup, right in the middle while we're waiting for those mushrooms to cook. In this morning's video, I told you guys that I was going to get a nail change on my toes, and it was mission completed. Let's see. Can you see? It's a nice pink color. The girl I usually go to, Tuna, she doesn't work on Sundays. So I knew I wasn't going to get the gentle approach that she uses. I think 3 times I had to tell them to. Easy does it. Yeah, I guess when it's not your own toes, you don't feel it. So I'm peeling the cucumber. I've decided I don't want any peel. I'm just going to chop it up and add it to give the salad some extra moisture, more hydrating for me, and a little different flavor. It's a similar texture to the salsa that's in there. I think I'll just go for quarters. So I cut it in half and then I cut it in half again. And then I'll just make some thin slices. That'll be nice. Rather than chopping, they'll be a little bit different. Some thin slices of cucumber in there. I'm really hungry. I usually around 9 o'clock or so, I have a shake, and then usually about 11:30 or 12, I have another shake, so that my first meal in the afternoon is around 3, and I have, make sure there's salad in there, and then I might have, usually have another meal a little later with some protein and veggies. But I was so busy, because I made that video this morning, and I'm hungry. I am so hungry. Okay, so I'm putting all the cucumber in there now. Let's see how that looks. Got the cucumber, we've got the celery and the salsa all in there. Lots of nice veggies. Lots. Okay, let's see how the mushrooms are doing. I'm just going to move them around a little bit so they'll cook both sides. I might put it back to where I think 4 is, even though there's no 4 there, and let them cook a little longer. Now the tuna fish I'm going to use, it comes in a packet, lemon and pepper seasoned tuna by Bumblebee. There are 70 calories. You can even see it yourself then. 70 calories, no fat, 270 milligrams of sodium, 2 grams of carbs, sugar less than a gram, and protein 14 grams of protein. Most times I don't even really eat the whole thing at once, and this is interesting because this is a pouch and it comes with a little spoon if you're on the go. Let me show you. I thought this spoon was very interesting. So it comes out looking like this, and you have to bend it down, and then it clicks into, and it's pretty sturdy. I was able to eat tuna fish with this. It was good. Okay, the spoon. There's 2 places to rip it. One is for the spoon and one is further down. So you can just tear it. You don't need scissors or anything. It tears pretty easily, and the tuna's inside. I'm going to make the tuna, mix it in with what's in the bowl now. And I'm going to shut off the mushrooms because they're sizzling. Okay, tuna goes in. This package has 2.5 ounces of tuna. And I'm going to add some mayo. I like to use these little packets that I get sometimes when I buy a sandwich or something. So I have quite a few saved up of these. Or like if I go get a hamburger for Grayson and he doesn't really eat mayo, I'll pick up 1 or 2. Because I like it that it's a fixed amount in here. And I won't be tempted to keep putting more in. This is not opening easily, so I'm going to get a scissor. Here it is. Just snip that. And it's better not to put the trash down, straight in the trash can. There we go. I'm going to add the mayonnaise on top. So it's sitting on top like this. And then I'm going to add spices to the mayonnaise. So that way the mayonnaise has the spices and gets it all around. I find that works well. I'm going to put in a little Mrs. Dash because you know I am trying to have less salt than usual. Turmeric, which has lots of good stuff in here. Keeps you healthy. Has curcumin in it. Okay, and I am going to use a little bit of olives because I haven't had olives in I was eating them every day and a lot, and I haven't had any, so I'm going to treat myself to just less than a tablespoon of olives in my tuna today. Okay. So, trash, fridge, olives away in the fridge, clean up as you go. I am going to also add a little bit of lemon juice because lemon juice goes very well with fish, actually. Just check that there are no pits, or seeds, I should say, seeds. I see 1 seed only, so I'll put that in the trash so it doesn't end up in my plate. And there is the nice tuna with the spices on the mayo. I'm going to drizzle some nice fresh lemon juice on there. Turn it. Really brings out a nice flavor in fish, don't you think? In the trash. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to start mixing it around. Get all those flavors all over. It's looking good, guys. Looking real good. Oh boy. Let me smell it. It smells fresh. Fresh, fresh, fresh. Okay. Thinking what I should do is take half of it and take half of it out because it is quite a lot and I usually don't eat the whole thing. Maybe I can eat the rest for dinner. That might be nice. We'll see. If I feel hungry, I can have more, but I want to start out with a nice, easy portion. Okay, I have some organic salad mix that I bought. Open that up. Oh, it's got a nice little mix of things in there. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, I don't like big pieces of lettuce because I might choke. So, yeah, lately it's like the food moves to the back of my mouth without permission. Without permission. This is hilarious. I thought I lost the knife again. Another knife. Yeah, it moves to the back of my mouth and it's starting to go down my throat and I didn't even want it to do that. So I have to be really careful, make sure that I chop up things in small pieces because when it's a big piece, you could end up with part of it in your mouth or oral cavity, as we call it in speech-language pathology, and half of it could be down your throat. And then you don't know whether to swallow and make it go down or cough and make it come up. It's difficult. I want to make sure I have enough salad today. I really haven't. I didn't have enough salad yesterday. So I got to try to make up for that. Greens are very good. So I'm going to take another handful. A little less this time. Chop it up good. Make sure to keep the stems because actually I've been reading that the stems have a lot of good things in it. And we've been just throwing that away. That's not good. Okay. So I put the lettuce on top of the tuna. I'm going to toss it, mix it up to distribute the tuna with all those good things in it. Salsa, cucumbers, celery. Really going to be a lot of nice flavors in here. Sorry I wasn't in the picture. So concentrating on the stirring part. Okay. And then I'm going to top it with the sauteed mushrooms. That should be good. Oh, it's a little hot, but I'll be careful. Okay. Here we go. Some nice warm sauteed mushrooms. Top of my salad. For a little something extra. I might even just put a little extra squeeze of lemon juice on there. That might be good on the mushrooms. I think so. Yeah, that looks good. Well, guys, thank you for joining me. This was Noelle Check Cuisine. And we answered the question, what's for lunch? Bye, guys. Have a great afternoon, evening, day, week, or weekend, whatever it is for you. Take care.